So hi, good morning. Cindy's up. She has one of the chicks up there at Fernow, and I went around to the ag quad and walked out around through the ag quad and around here. So I'm down the road from Fernow. We're at the men's garden here, and there is a chick up there on the blockhouse. So we're not totally sure who's who. She thought that she might have. Oh, come on. She thought she might have O23 there. Hard to tell. I could get a little bit of white balance here. So totally backlit here. Kind of. Chick is up there, and it's like this is a plant side. Can't get in there. Maybe it'll walk up the road a bit. Oh, chick is maybe coming this way. Yep. Hey, doll. Where are you headed? You gonna go over to biotech? Okay. There we go. Off and running. And I can't even get there. Can I get there? Maybe. Where'd you go? It flew out of our way. Okay, well, I'm gonna go up and so maybe flew toward the stadium. I can hear it. So maybe it's up on top of biotech. That's a robin. All right, I guess we'll go quickly this way. Oh, there it is. It's up in the air. Heading back over Weil. You're gonna land on Weil. Gonna go across Weil. Heading east toward the construction area. There's Bradfield. So we haven't been along this path. This is where the Korean lilacs used to be, along that path. Maybe they'll replant them, who knows. Cindy thinks actually she might have O1. And that makes sense because she's been doodling around on the ground. There's the chick there. Up in the air. Where are you gonna land? I hope you can see this bird. Heading across the field house building now. And floating along the south side of the building. It might have curved south. Don't know. Okay, we got a chick over here. Looks like it got a prey drop or something. Or not. That sounds like O1. So this chick was I'm not sure where it landed. It could have gone to WTT4. Could have gone. Maybe heading up to the tower. It looks like it landed. Yep. Up there on the east tower. I'm gonna find the my chick. This is Cindy's chick. So I don't know if there's anybody up on. Come on. Thank you. What the hell? Stop doing this stuff. Sorry, Ann. Hi, Ann. Hey, Noel. Hey. Trying to see who's on quick here. Noel and Lena. Hi, Danny. Anne Marie. Nikki. Charlie, good morning. Sunny, hi. Kathy, good morning. And Trips, morning. And Donna, hi. Okay. So that's that kid up there. And my kid flew over a while and went east mostly, but I kind of lost track of it, behind the roof line of the new building. So I'm just wondering whether or not it wound up on maybe WTT4, possibly. See all the other towers. Is that one? Okay. Yeah, so Cindy said the one up on the east tower, nest tower, is one. And do I have a kid down there? Maybe. I do. Let's have a look. Down there on the far tower. Number 4. Let's have a see. Have a look. See. Of course, everything has to be. All the controls have to be in the wrong place, but that's okay. We have a bird down there. Yes, we do. Thinking that's. Hang on. This can't deal. The thing's being out of position for me. You can't control the tripod, you can't do much of anything, right? So there you go. Alright, so let's see who this is. Yep. Right, so that's our chick there. All right, so we got them both. O23 is on WTT4. Yeah, he started out on there. He went all the way over biotech. Whatever. He went beyond biotech from Plant Sci, and then he came back and floated over a while. All right, so that's our guy. So we have our gal is up here. It's in a flex spot. All right, so this is O1 here on the East Tower Fledge Ledge. Yeah, that's O1 yelling. Yeah, you can see it on the screen. Right, so that's on. So that's our O23 there on WTT4 back in the distance. Waving back to you, Danny. Yeah, I don't know where the adults are. But then again, Morning, how are you?
Good, how are you? I appreciate the dog. I'm gonna grab it. Because I have to go.
The one is still happily sitting on the East Nest Tower Fledge Ledge. So there's actually a lot of fledge ledges on these towers, right? There's the official traditional fledge ledge, which is the lower left piece of angle iron sticking out. And within every level, so there's 4 fledge ledges on each tower. Two on the lower level and 2 on the upper level. So Nearin said that you guys, he sent an email for me last night with the, I don't know, 4 or 5 X posts that we had of O23, which is great. So if you didn't get a chance to check them out, take a moment. It doesn't take very long. But he was over, we found him at the discus cage, and he actually was on ETT2 or 3 or something like that. I think I might have said ETT2, it might have been actually ETT3. I don't know. Get things mixed up lately. Anyway, he floated down to the discus fence and then was on the cage and stuff like that, and he was plucking away at netting as though it was some kind of a snake or something, just something to do. And then he like flew right at us and over us and landed up on the face of Atkinson. There's these sort of semi-ornamental louvers at a lower level and upper level, and he was up on the upper level one. And so we got that on X also. So we got like 4 of them where he's at the discus cage, and then 1 up on Atkinson. And then off stream, he off X, off whatever, he floated down across the face of the building into a little crab tree east of Atkinson. I think he wanted to do a little bit of bird hunting there. And then he turned around and flew right back up to the top of Atkinson. And he was perched up there. I think he was going to plan his next foray, and that's kind of like when we headed off last evening. And that was, I don't know, 7:30 or so. So it was good to see him. And then Cindy found who she thought was O23 at the base of the Fernow stairs here, the new steps bugging away, but it turned out that that was O1, who's up on the east tower now. And I went around to behind Warren, checked that area by Martha, and then went through the Ag Quad, and then walked around the temporary buildings, and then came up Tower Road, and I spotted a red-tailed chick, the one we're looking at here, which is O23, up on the blockhouse that sort of connects on the connector between Plant Sciences and Mann Library / Emerson. And the bird took off and flew over Men's Garden, over the Oaks, over Tower Road, over the West Weil Courtyard, and then disappeared over Biotech, which would have had it heading kind of like toward the stadium, toward the Comstock area, and not quite toward the stadium, but more diagonally west of the stadium. But anyway, it turned around, it kept floating and squalling, and it came floating out over Biotech, heading east and over Weil. So came from that direction over Weil, and it floated over the south part of the building, the new building there, and it landed there on WTT4. So that's O23's journey this morning. So O1's journey has been from BOGette at the base of the Fernow steps over to T2, and then from T2 up to the east tower. So the best part of all of this is that they have both been found this morning and seem to be doing fine. O1 has settled down a bit up there. There you are. So she's quite beautiful up there for sure. So they're making these two tightly bonded chicks, or I won't say they're going their separate ways, but they are going in different directions. They're not following each other. The last couple of days, they're not like following each other and doing everything the other one is doing, and getting their nose in the other's business, and just having a good play times and stuff, and going everywhere together. They are separating. You guys asked about that. So they are sort of coming together in the sense that 2-3 the other night went, behind Warren Hall, and probably spent the night there, spent the day there, because he was in the Fernow Pines there happily that evening, and then the next morning didn't find him, and then found him in the evening over at behind Warren, and that was on X. And then the next morning we had, and meanwhile O1 was over here at the Fernow area, and then the next morning we had both of them not doing things together, but in the same general area. One was on Martha, that was 2-3, and O1 was on the temporary buildings, and so they both wound up in the ag quad, but not at the same time. O1 was there first, and then 23 went in after O1 left. And then this morning, and last evening we had 23 at the discus area, but we didn't have O1. And this morning O1's back over at the Fernow area, and 23 might have been with her, but then was spotted west along the building line up on, not too far actually from the Fernow lawn, but not with O1. So a little bit of separation there when we first find him, and he didn't come right back to his sister if he started off with her. Instead, he made a little bit of a round off. He was down that way, and he cut across Tower Road and went behind that building over Biotech, and then came floating over the building and wound up over there. So I don't know how you want to characterize it. They're not in isolation, but they're doing some separate things to some extent. All right, so she is looking pretty good. Looks like she has a decent crop. I'd have to look at what he looked like. I think he was okay too up on the blockhouse. So it looks like they've got pulling in a bunch of probably insulation and stuff like that. Packages, bundles, rolls. And that is her. If you're on the big cam, you can hear O1 squalling a bit. And 23 did do a little bit of calling when he flew from the Plant Sci area across Tower Road, and he did a little bit of squalling when he was circling around beyond Biotech and stuff. Thanks, AM. Yeah, so I actually went and looked at the archive article, March, and I emailed him, the librarian who's retired now, to try and get some more information about timing and stuff like that, the number of years, location, that kind of stuff. Good morning to you, Marge. Yeah, she's fine. Yeah, she's got a good crop. Yeah, I think so. So it's what I'm just wondering about, which tower, how far back, what years, and stuff like that. Because obviously my understanding was incorrect as to when and where the nest was. I was told, or I understood, that it was like on Man Library, which never really made any sense to me. Maybe that makes sense for like a peregrine or something like that, but not a red tail. So not on a flat roof, maybe in an arch or something, but there are no arches on Man or anything. So that makes more sense that the article talks about them being on towers. And so I'm just wondering if they were alternating already between Fernow and Weil, or if they were just down on Weil, or what was happening, and what years did this start? Did he notice this, or others? Yeah, so Niren sent that kind of thank you, Niren, yesterday that you sent to him. I agree, Deborah, yeah. Oh, good, Sonny, I'm glad you joined. She headed off somewhere. You going to Rice? Okay, so 01 headed this way toward Rice. She's after a bird. She's squalling over there somewhere. So Cindy's on board with that. I'm just going to keep us on O23 here. See if I can get the camera to do what it's supposed to do. But he is in focus. Here we go. Okay, so she is, yeah. She's somewhere in the, 01 is somewhere in the oak trees. I think in front of, in front of Rice, or has she gone somewhere now? Okay, I'm gonna go down by Cindy so I can actually hear what she's saying. Still very loud here. Did she get prey? Oh, well, she looks like she's eating something.
Yeah, she's super.
Okay. So she's up there. You said she went after some birds?
Yeah. I mean, I would say it was a half-hearted.
Okay.
Hey, how are you?
How are you?
Nice to see you again.
Alright, so she has got something. Or maybe she's just cleaning her toes. I don't know. Hard to tell.
Yeah, she was doing some feet. She ate quite a bit of bugs and worms. It's hard to see because she was in the bushes, but I think that's what she did.
So she got a crop full of bugs and worms?
Well, I'm hoping that she had something else.
Well, bugs and worms are actually pretty nutritious.
Yeah.
I think. Lots of moisture and fiber and whatever.
Then she went to T2 and started swallowing, and then it was
Then up to the nest tower.
yeah. East Town.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna keep an eye on him.
Have you seen Mom or Dad?
No. All right, I'm gonna. Find a spot here between the grasses and under the tree to get over to WTT4. Okay, there's our little O23 nest egg. Yeah, he did. He may have started off with her and then went over the tops of the buildings and stuff to plant side.
He got a big one over there. He had his own pet, trying to find bugs.
Maybe.
I think that's what he was,
Yeah. Okay. Or she might not.
there's a lot of construction going on over there today.
What? Yeah.
See that baby crane starting
Where?
into the
Oh yeah. Yeah, it is now. There may be a hawk flying. I don't know. I'm not sure. All right, Chinook. Stomp that thumbs up button. Appreciate that. There's a little O23 there. Quick recap, Cindy found what turned out to be O1 at the base of the Fernow stairs, the new stairs in front of the building, bugging it and stuff. And while that was happening, I went looking around for the other hawk at the time, and went around behind Warren Hall where we had O23, found him the other evening, and we were looking for him all day, or in the morning, and couldn't find him. And then we found him there behind Warren, and that was on X. And the next morning, the two of them were in the Ag Quad Martha Van area and stuff in Man Library. And then that was yesterday morning, or I forget anymore. Then last evening we had O23 on X here at the Discus area and on Atkinson. And then this morning she had, like I said, she found what turned out to be O1 there, bugging it at the base of the stairs. And so anyway, I went, parked behind Warren. What the hell's going on here? And walked through the Ag Quad looking. Couldn't find anybody. Then I went over out to Tower Road and came up Tower Road a bit, and I saw a chick up on the blockhouse on the connector between Plant Sci and Man Library and Emerson. So she still had her chick, who she then thought was O1, and so my chick took off and flew across Min's Garden, south across Tower Road, and then across west of Weil and over Biotech. And before I could get over in that area, it came floating back over Biotech, and it was doing a little bit of squalling in the air, and while it was off in the distance out of my view. And then it flew east, beautiful float high up over Weil Hall, and then I came around Weil Hall, and it was floating east across the construction site area along the south side of the building, and landed over there on WTT4. So it was down there on the other side of Bradfield where it started. That's where Plant Sci is, and it crossed over way down the road, crossed over Tower Road from right to left, and went behind that white building, behind there, off in the distance, out of my view, and then circled around, and then came back across that building and along the south side of the new construction, and landed on WTT4, and that's where he is now. And when I was coming around up Tower Road, tracking him, doing that little flight across construction, then O1 was already in the T2 tree squalling, and then she flew up to the east nest tower and sat up there for quite a while, did a little bit of squalling, and then she flew over here into the trees or something after birds by Rice, and wound up on rice and looked like she was cleaning her toes or looking at some leftovers or whatever. And then she has gone, Cindy was down that way, so she seems to have gone east. So I guess I'll go wandering that way to see what's happening. She's calling me. Hang on. Oh, I see you. All right, so 01 is up on the lower light rack of ETT1. Quite unusual. Honestly, the last time we've had anybody on a lower light rack that I remember was the year Ezra died. And that was when Big Red was trying to work on her nest, and the PIFA was attacking her, and so she wound up hiding. So she's up there on the lower rack of ETT1, and Big Red wound up hiding in the lower rack of WTT1 to hide from the PIFA. So that's our 01 there.
Aunt Perry would be very proud of her. Everywhere she flew, she was high.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
There was no low dipping over Tower Road.
Oh good, very good.
If it stays that way, that was.
So she's just sort of farting around. Yeah.
And she went east, came back a little west, then went south.
Got it.
She stayed up high.
Good girl. Did she just do long flights, or did she land
No.
like on Atkinson or in the trees?
Yeah, she was in the trees, buried. I couldn't locate her until she popped out.
Got it. All right, so we have one. They're diagonal from each other, kitty corner. She's there in ETT1, and O23 is down in WTT4.
Why didn't you go get the car? You want me to?
Yeah, no, I'll go get it. All right, so that's where they are. Stop on the way.
Okay. sign of a Parente module. That I can see. Both chicks are still in their spots. I need a car like that. Is it awesome? Is it awesome?
Well, that's what you want to do. There's mileage. You know, it's plug-in hybrid.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah.
Holy cow!
You know, they calculate the funny mileage. I don't trust it too much, but it gets up to what they call E-mileage of
Oh yeah.
49 miles. So,
Wow.
but I'm a botanist, so I need something to go off-road.
Yeah.
Mostly out west.
Awesome. Well, that's cool.
Yeah. No, I like it. I mean, it has its limitations.
I see. Well,
But
great.
for what it does it better than anything else.
Interesting. All right. Thanks. You too. Definitely growing up when they parked themselves on the light towers. Like mom and dad. Interesting. O23 is still on his tower. She's still been there. started this morning, but given that this is where we ended last night, but nobody was here, so we went searching. And of course, you know the rest of the story, and now we are back here. Interesting. So, you know how you're always saying you need to give Cappy a break from all her Osprey behind?
Yeah.
That's a plug-in hybrid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I talked to the gentleman. Very nice man. He said, buy this. And he says he has to go off-roading.
Right.
You know, he especially goes out west. Anyways, I was like, you serious? That's a plug-in hybrid.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is, no?
Yeah.
He said it gets like 49 miles
Wow.
to the E mileage.
E mileage. Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah. How far can it go?
I didn't ask him that.
Interesting.
I should have. We'll have to look at it. I would have never guessed that.
Yeah, I mean, I think half of what you see now is like something or other. You know, I mean, either a hybrid or a full electric. Well, so those of you who got a chance to look at the X last night, thank you for doing that. And actually, Niran texted me something. It's pretty cool.
Huh?
I'd pick a different color, but it's as a car, but it's
Oh.
actually pretty nice.
I've not seen mom or dad. I've searched with my camera, so it's limited. All right, I think these guys are parked until they're not.
Yeah, told they're not, till they get a prey drop or something.
Yeah.
All right, so they got the field covered here.
Yeah.
They got the little mini territory under surveillance. Well, thanks for joining us, guys. We're glad we found both of them this morning, and you guys take care. We'll be seeing you soon. Happy Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Happy Wednesday.
You too, be careful.
Yeah, and be careful, please. Yep. All right, take care, guys.